So, what happens when things don't go our way, when things get messy, when they go a different way than we had hoped or planned, or outright sideways, upended, almost disastrous? We sit there and wallow and hope things that it never happened, or do we do something about it and embrace it? Hey humans, Coach Nate here. Wanted to speak with you about another mindful focus. Today I want to talk about the power of acceptance and embracing your life journey. What we know for sure is life's going to throw curveballs at us. It's going to knock us down. Other times it's going to knock us out. We will make plans and review those plans and strive to fulfill those plans, putting forth effort, hoping that they will pan out, turn out as we had hoped. And sometimes things go according to plan. Sometimes not. Sometimes it doesn't happen as we had intended. And that's when the unexpected makes its grand entrance. That unexpected could be through a mistake, an accident, even up to and including the unthinkable, the unimaginable, the very challenging, even painful, out of the blue. Wow, never saw that coming. When those occurred, that generally is a game changer. It can upend things. It can completely cause us to be thrown way off course and the path that we were on almost obliterated. So what do we do when that happens? When things don't go as we had hoped? When life throws a curveball, a challenge, feels like it takes the legs out from under you, when life doesn't feel fair. Well, let's talk about that. How do we let go, live now, win, Coach Nate? It's a cliche, but it's very true. The only thing that is constant in life is change. That is a mindset that once we adopt it, then we can become better prepared for what will happen, the inevitable. It's the natural course. Seasons change. Well, depending on where you live. But we as humans change, right? We grew up. We're not little kids anymore. Hopefully our intellect, our thinking changes for the good as we develop and grow. With that, we control almost nothing outside of how we respond and react. In other words, the only thing we do control is how we respond and react to what's going on. We may give ourselves the idea that we control something. We're kidding ourselves. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't believe the hype. You don't. Influence, but things external, no. What we do control is how we react and how we respond to what's going on around us. Now, when we resist what we don't control, we expend the valuable energy that we need to navigate through what it is that we are trying to face and deal with and get through and overcome, which is wasted energy. It's I've got a long road trip to take and I'm just going to poke a hole in my gas tank. It's a futile effort to expend energy, anger, wishing something wasn't, that it simply is, that's just, rather than accepting it. And that's where we get to the embracing. Learning to accept it for what it is, rather than resisting and wishing for things to be different, activates what we need to get through what it is that we're having to face and challenges. As long as we deny it, resist it, try to push it back, try to ignore it, we're delaying the process, delaying the inevitable, possibly making it worse. As it said, unlike fine wine, problems do not get better with age, and making it more difficult for ourselves by pushing back against something rather than accepting it. When we embrace the problem, the challenge, the difficulty, like we chose it, we then shift our focus and our energy away from a futile effort to enacting, engaging the solution-focused, the resilience increasing energy. Our creative mind to help us problem solve, find a solution, and get through this challenge that is before us. When you embrace it like you chose it, you gain the power that you have, that exists inside of you, to be able to skillfully navigate through. Well, how do you know? How many times have you chosen to go after something that was challenging, whether it be an academic pursuit, a test, a relationship, working through it, gaining a job? There's an endless number, I suspect, of choices that presented themselves initially as challenges that you chose, and when you ran up against a roadblock or a barrier, you were able to get through it. Why? Because you chose it and you embraced it. You accepted it and you embraced it because it was a choice that you make. Embracing it like you chose it helps build resilience to be able to get through the tough times. It helps you find solutions that you may not have thought of, because the resistant brain is over here thinking about, woe is me, pity party, everything under the sun, I don't like this. You can have the emotion, you don't like it, but if you're only dwelling there, then this brain isn't trying to figure out, well, how do we get past this? How do we get through this? How do we manage and cope and deal with this? And you find the solutions first for your mental health and well-being. Can we go through the emotional process? We allow ourselves, we don't heap on more negative emotions on ourselves by resisting this thing. We process them, release them, let them go, and then we're able to navigate through. There's your power. There is how embracing your life's journey. We're all on a journey. We're all in this place called Earth School. And as we navigate through, when we look for the lessons or the learnings in the challenges, we're able to add that to our resource kit, embrace it, and then navigate forward more effectively, with more peace of mind, with our well-being and mindfulness intact as best as possible. Just sharing some insights with you. Feel free to try them or toss them. Both of those can be correct answers, but only you can determine which is the right answer for you. If you enjoyed this content, please do give a subscribe and a like. Hit the notification bell so you are made aware when I post additional content like this, and feel free to share this with someone who you feel might benefit. And as always, remember to let go, live now, and win.